What's good, YouTube? It's Ray Jarrell. So in today's video, I want to show you guys how to bomb just about every single coverage in CF25. So if you enjoy this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn those post notifications on. So first and foremost, I pray you are having a great day, and I'm gonna try to make this video quick. So the first half of this video is going to be just about how to bomb it, and then you're going to see gameplay. I have about 2 or 3 different games. I forgot how many I played at once. I believe it was 2. I got 2 gameplays for y'all. But there may be 3. I can't remember if he quit out early. But anyways, I got some great gameplay for y'all to go along with this. Now, I do have my ebook out on this formation already. And if you want it, it's allthingsmadden.com. The link to that is in the description. So you'll just go in the ebook section. You'll see it on the website. You'll click on my image on there, and then you'll be able to see this ebook. Now, I promise y'all will love this ebook. If you didn't watch part 1 of this video, go ahead and go check it out. It's going over the running scheme behind this, which is going to be your RPO alert bubble, the wide receiver mid-screen, quarterback blast, the halfback direct, which is one of the best, and this bubble screen is one of the best screens in the game in my opinion. And forgetting another one as well. Oh, so the wide receiver mid-screen. So like I said, go check that out. Now I want to go over this very quick. So we're going to be talking about the PA quarterback choice, and in case you maybe want to run this in a different playbook, some playbooks don't have the PA quarterback choice with this formation, but they'll have the PA wide receiver in. So I want to show you how to use PA wide receiver in to achieve the same results that you're going to see here. And also, I am in the UAB offensive playbook. Again, I'm in UAB offensive playbook. Now, like I said, as you guys know, understand how the football works in this. On this game, you can't choose playbooks playing online just yet unless you're playing Ultimate Team, but that's a little different. We're talking about just strictly trying to get our national championship. But anyways, just want to go ahead and show y'all this real quick. So we're just for transparency reasons, I just love to show you at the beginning of every video, and also just to make sure it does save itself. There it is. We are on Heisman. I believe labbing on Heisman is one of the best things you can do. I believe it gives you the best, I believe it helps out a lot. And also, I pick Ohio State because they are the best defense in the game, and I'm gonna come out PA quarterback choice. But that's kind of the philosophy behind that. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. I don't want to waste any more of y'all's time. So what we're gonna go over is I'm gonna show you versus pretty much all the meta zone or man or match coverages. So we can talk about the cover 2, cover 4 drop, cover 4 quarters, just your standard cover 1, and we are going to come out in cover 3, as you guys know. So we are going to figure about cover 3. All right. Now, when you run this, you want to make sure the ball is to the wide side of the field. All right. So first, before I do anything, I want y'all to see why I have 2 different setups. So this is PA quarterback choice. Now with this one, just kind of look at this S route, right? So it's a little bit in front of the 50-yard line before he breaks. All right, so now let's go ahead and take a look at PA wide receiver in. So notice that it's actually a little different. This one breaks right after 50, so it might not seem like that it's that big of a deal, but the way the game plays, it is a huge deal. So just to kind of show you, so let's go back to PA quarterback choice. This is my preferred one. So if you're going to use this, you want to take R1, put him on a streak. Of course, it's not going to show right now, but R1 on the streak, you want to take square, put him on a drag, and you want to take X and put him on an end, just like this. Now, I think it's glitched to where it's not showing it. Yep, but it's fine, but we have the setup we want. I should have spied somebody to buy some time, because for you to run this, you're going to need to buy some time in the pocket. This is not one of those plays that you want to run if you're facing somebody that has a great, strong defensive line, okay? Because you're going to need a lot of time. Now, worst case scenario, you always have the option to dump this ball down here. Please do not forget that, okay? Because this route is actually pretty good if you throw it like right now. Or if the user starts trying to go and run and try to guard this bomb because they see this little combination right here, which does happen, you'll always be able to throw this guy right here or your running back. So you have options, okay? So I wanted to make sure I did mention that before I start spying people, that just because I'm spying people doesn't mean that you need that much time in the pocket. You have options to dump the ball down too. That's how I like to play, because we understand how Madden works, all right? So anyways, this is still PA quarterback choice. We're going to take him, put him on a streak. We're going to take X, put him on an in route, square on a drag, and this is the setup I was trying to show you guys. Now, I'm gonna spy everybody for these videos just so I can get enough, so I don't want to sit here and have y'all here the whole time. But anyways, that's what it looks like right there. Now pay attention to how that looked. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna spy everybody again, but now we're gonna actually go to our PA wide receiver in. So I'm gonna show you first. You would think we could do the same setup with taking R1, and you would think we'd be able to do it just like this because it's the same setup, right? But it just doesn't get open as I would like it. Now, technically, I know you're saying, like, bro, that's still open, but look at how that safety's tracking it, and then look at how we're going to throw a pick. So to me, I don't like that, okay? So, I mean, technically, I mean, if you want to play around with the, I mean, you could have maybe got it open if you threw it, you know, good enough, but I don't like playing around like that, okay? So, a better setup would just be taking X. We're going to put him on a streak, and we're going to take R1, put him on the end, and we're going to take square, put him on a drag. So, basically, we just swap those two. So, now we're going to be able to actually... the space is going to be a lot better, which you're going to see here. Now, also, I recommend putting your running back on a route. It'll help out. But, I mean, just look at the difference it makes just swapping their responsibilities, and we're going to have the same result, okay? So, moving forward, I want to show y'all versus cover 2. And I'm going to try to show y'all both plays and both setups with both coverages. So, that's why I'm trying to move a little fast here. Now, I know I don't have to do it this way, but... I just like doing it so you don't have to worry about it in the lab. And just look at circle, just look at how wide open that's going to get for cover 2. And again, please keep in mind, all right, I'm going to say this again because some of y'all going to say, well, real, I'm not going to have enough time in the pocket to throw that. Depending on who you have at offensive line, you definitely can have enough time for this S post to get open. But regardless, even if for some reason you don't, you will always have this guy right here, always. Just about always, unless they play man or they play some type of match, which we'll talk about match in a second, okay? But you'll always have one or two of these guys, and this will just pretty much never happen, by the way. So don't worry about that. But anyways, you get the idea, okay? So let's go ahead and go to back to cover 2, and we're gonna now go to PA wide receiver in. And the reason I'm doing it this way because, like I said, if you want to run this scheme in other playbooks, they have trips, halfback week in other playbooks, but the problem is. They don't have the same plays sometimes, so this is a good way to do an alternate. Now, if you want to achieve the same thing, take your running back, put him on a swing right, or if you're feeling like it, you really could just motion him to that right side if you want to. So, up to you. Normally, I won't do all that. I'll just do it this way, just normally. But anyways, this is against cover 2, just to show you. Look at how we're gonna. I threw that at a bad angle, but. You can still throw it. I'll go back on replay and show you. You just have to throw it a tad. I forgot you got to throw it a tad bit different if you're going to use this PA wide receiver in version. If you're going to use this version, you kind of have to throw the ball right now. And what's going to happen is you'll get a good animation right here, which I'll show you in a second. If you wait a little bit too long, see he starts to recover. And I actually didn't throw the ball. I threw the ball a tad bit too early. I mean too late. I'm sorry, not too early. I threw the ball a tad bit too late. So I'll show you one more time with PA wide receiver in versus cover 2. And then we'll go ahead and get right into it. So PA wide receiver in. And remember, we want to take X, put him on a streak, square on a drag, and then triangle. I like to just put him on a swing route. And then I'll show you what I mean. So you want to kind of step up, and then you want to throw him right there. And then you want to use your speed to kind of get around those. So like I said, that's the proper timing that you want to throw with that one, okay? Now, next coverage we'll talk about is, we'll do man. Like I said, with man coverage, this is not something I will call versus man, okay? And again, I would not call this versus man, all right? There are way better things you can do versus man than try to worry about something like this. But if you have a good matchup on this outside, it is pretty good if you have a good matchup. And S-Post can beat man coverage. You just need a good matchup. So right here, see how we don't get a good matchup and he's just basically all over that? That's why I don't run this versus man coverage. So just wanted to make sure I mentioned it at least so you wouldn't try it yourself and throw a pick, okay? So don't... If they're playing man, get the ebook or, you know, look at my other video because I talked about there's so many different ways in this formation that you can attack man coverage. So anyways, just want to show you real quick cover 4 drop. And again, look at triangle. Notice we'll have him open. So you don't have to wait for this to get open. But as you can tell, we're going to be able to throw it right over the top of their heads for the one play touchdown for cover 4 drop. So let me show you one more time, and now we're going to go over PA wide receiver in. And again, I do this so that way you can kind of watch it one time through and just understand that, hey, I don't really need to go super hard in practice mode to, you know, see if it could work myself, you know. So I do this so that way y'all can just have trust in that, hey, I'm telling y'all exactly what you'll see, so you don't have to worry about going super hard in practice mode. And also right there will be your window. Now, the longer you wait with this play, I realize, versus cover 4 drop, the longer you wait, actually the longer it gets open. But I was showing you here, you could throw this ball like right now. So if maybe you're running out of time or something, or maybe, you know, like I said, you run out of time, you could throw it, and also you'll always have this guy open too as well. But if you wait, what'll happen is number 2, he'll keep running all the way down the field, and he'll kind of stay right here. So you'll have a very, very nice gap right there to throw it in. And I'll show you that real quick too as well before we talk about match coverage. And then after that, we're gonna get straight to gameplay. So let's go back to PA wide receiver in. We'll take X, put him on a streak, R1 on the in route, square on the drag. Now, if you're getting blitzed or something, leave your running back blocked. But if not, I like to put him on that swing route. I just personally think it helps out a lot, okay? So just show you what I'm talking about. So look at circle. If you kind of wait, he'll get right there in that little gap is what I was trying to tell you, and then you'll have a better chance at a one-play touchdown. So cover 4 drop is one of the more realistic ones to bomb. Now, last thing I want to show you is how they play match coverage on here. No matter which match coverage that they do, as long as you do the 2 setups that I'm showing you, you'll always have somebody open. Now, the bomb is not going to be there, but X is going to get wide open, as you can already see. But just wanted to show you, as you can tell, we just didn't get a good animation right there. But the bombs are not open versus match, okay? Again, they're not open versus match. The only one that it may work versus is cover 6. But at all times, you want to basically read from here. If you see match, you can always throw this ball quick, okay? You always have this. But if you're a little bit more patient, this X route is going to get open every single time in match coverage. They just don't match it properly. I don't know why, but they just don't, okay? So last thing, like I said, cover 4 quarters, and I'll show you versus PA wide receiver in. First, let me go ahead and spy these people so I can not have to call this play 5-6 times. But anyways, X on the streak, we're going to do literally the same setup as we're going to see. And I want you to watch R1 right here. So R1, as you can tell, is going to get literally wide open. You just have to wait. And now sometimes you have the ability to throw that one, but it's just I personally don't like it. But with PA wide receiver in, it takes a little bit longer for R1 to get open. Like, they kind of act like they're gonna match it, but then they back off. So the reason I like this too is because most of the time this is gonna be your user right here most of the time. And some of the times they may not even pick up him. They may try to guard against this throw. So, you know, it depends on what type of user you got. But most of the time, especially if you've been throwing this route right here, they'll kind of bring their user here first, and they think their quarter will match it. So, you know, just play around with it that way. But basically, that's going to be all. So let's go in and dive right into this gameplay. All right, so right here we are matched up against UTSA, and I did want to say that I used to apologize for having longer videos and talking, but I really feel like y'all do actually really love the longer style videos. And also I like doing these style of videos too, because a lot of these setups that you see are not on the ebook, and some of these are. So for example, I'll just be transparent, this setup is on the ebook. So this one right here, it's just one of the ones that, you know, I really like. But anyways, this is why I like doing gameplay. This is why I like taking the time to really break stuff down, because when y'all run things, at least a video I put out, I take a lot of pride in it, meaning that I don't like just giving out BS. I don't like, you know, giving out things that I personally don't run myself, or things that I haven't tried. So I like to, you know, that's why I make longer style videos, so I can tell y'all things to watch out for, the do's and the don'ts. So that way when you run this, you're not just having to learn all this yourself on the fly and then be like, man, bro, this stuff don't work, you know. So anyways, how to use this offense, okay? So I didn't really go over it on the ebook, but the way I love to use this offense, which I think I talked about on the running scheme, is you want to incorporate these run plays. So you want to do the mid screen. I love doing this halfback direct. You're going to find that there's a lot of defenses that this happens to, where they just completely just dissect it with the halfback direct. You really don't want to use it how I've been using it, but I have to use it this way. So what I'm saying is I have to pass the ball a lot, because it just wouldn't be fun for me just to give you a whole video full of just running the ball. But this is really how you want to use this offense. You want to run the halfback direct. You want to run first you want to run the halfback, not the halfback screen. First you want to run that wide receiver screen, mid screen, to see if you have something, like if they're actually going to let you block, if they allow the receivers to block properly in whatever defensive formation they're in. So you want to start off with that screen, and then you want to do the bubble screen if you see that the mid screen isn't working, and then you want to do the halfback direct, and then you want to do the quarterback draw. So you want to like rotate those run plays right there. Now occasionally toss in that read option, occasionally toss in that inside zone occasionally. If one of them has a halfback off tackle, toss that in there occasionally. So you really want to make it seem like you're a runner and you can't throw the ball, if that makes sense, when you use this offense. And so that way, when they start overcommitting to the run, you'll start having windows like that, which that's crazy that they dropped those. But you'll start having these windows that you'll be able to have open, because they'll start trying to zone blitz you, or they'll start just playing all out man coverage. And this setup right here is not an ebook, but it's a great setup versus man coverage. All we did was, it's the RZ Rusty type of play, but I got a terrible throw. I probably should have I can't say a terrible throw. I should have just bulleted it. I thought I was gonna be able to float it. So we unfortunately threw the pick right there. So now we definitely gotta fight. But anyways, now this is something I've been seeing a lot in the meta, so I want to take a second to talk about it. This is actually the Wildcat, but what I did not know was that they actually allow the running back to deliver that kind of throw. So that surprised me for sure. I thought it was how Madden does their Wildcat, where the running back just can't throw the ball. But it's definitely something to notate. But at this point, I do have defense for it. As far as the Wildcat. But if y'all want that defense that I have for it, just let me know. It's right there. I think I really should have been a pick. I had no business throwing that, to be real. In those situations, please don't do what I just did and throw it. Just click R3 and it'll throw the ball at the dirt and you'll be fine. But sometimes it's hard to get in that habit, which is why I'm telling y'all. So I understand if you don't, but I have to say it at least, So anyways, the reason why, like I said, like I would like doing these gameplay style videos with y'all is just because you're able to just get more setups, honestly. So you're able to see, because we only have so much time. As you can tell, this is already going to be a 30-minute video. So it's right at my limit. I wish I could make like 10-15-minute videos for y'all, but it'd be hard, man, because I care about y'all, honestly. So I really want y'all to do good when y'all use this. So that way I try to, think of anything that might help or show you examples that might help. So, that's kind of how that goes. But I'm just getting destroyed. Normally, that's a good play to run in the goal line between the quarterback blast and the halfback direct. Normally, those are two good ones. But triangle is wide open. But I just love to make things tough on myself. Not realistically, I thought that was a hard flat on that left side. I wasn't sure, but I knew he was going to come up. I knew he wasn't going to play that, so we just got an easy little dump off right there. So we're sitting good right now. All my games end up being close for some reason. But anyways, I love to hit that little corner route. That corner route is just so good from that little slot position. It just does a good job of getting into just the right areas of the field from running it from that inside slot spot. So it's one of my favorite, little concepts when it comes to like my favorite routes in here. But as you can tell, the halfback direct, you can literally see it yourself. It's a very, very good run play. Especially they have to be in a certain type of defense for the defense to play it correctly, I should say. So I think eventually this might end up being like an actual for real meta formation. But the problem is, to me, the best plays are only in this UAB playbook. It's right there. I only threw that because I seen that he got a good release. So we were able to. Now currently this is my goal line defense that I've been playing around with. I like it a lot. It's just basically man, and I take those purples and I put them at 0. And I normally either put a contain or I put a spy, or I might put both, as you see, just to make sure that quarterback's just going to sit in that pocket. But what I found out is I got to be able to figure out how to actually make that. I think I have to pass commit to force that purple to go out there, because sometimes they just kind of act lazy and don't go out there to guard the flats. So that's something I'm still working on. But once I get that perfected, I will actually bring that to y'all and show you my goal line defense. And kind of why it's my goal line defense per se. But we did get player of the game. Not too bad, actually. So we had 81 pass completion percentage. So a pretty good game right there. A good game to my opponent. So we did load up, and now we're matched against Dirk P2P, I believe his name is. And that's what I was talking about, where I said you want to start off with that mid screen. Just to kind of see what they're going to give you. So normally I don't call trips to the boundary, as you see. So that's why I did halfback direct, to get some more room on that left side. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to take it how I wanted to, but it's all good. So right here, this is another one of my favorite setups. This one is in the ebook, and that's why I like this. I like that route combination, because most of the time, even if it's man coverage, they just don't defend those corner routes properly, and I'm not sure why they don't. But we'll keep we'll keep abusing it till EA figures it out. But anyways, I already gave y'all this one. Although he's not going to be on the dig, he's going to be on a deep cross. This is one I gave y'all last video. I love to read this from low to high, and you're going to be able to see it right there. But unfortunately, we did run out of time. But you're always normally going to have that corner out opening zone. Now, I knew I could have this bubble because there was only 2 out there, and just look at how good they block on that bubble screen. So whatever playbook you run, if you want to use this trips halfback week, please make sure that it has a the bubble screen in it. You need a bubble screen and inside switch. I would say those are the 2 plays that you see me run the most. So most of these setups you seeing is from inside switch. This one's from deep flood. I could tell by the post route, but this play right here is actually very, very dangerous. It's right there. I'll make a dumb read right there. That was not open. I thought they were going to be able to match it differently. But anyways, just kind of look at, like I said, look at how they block, man. That's why this play is just dangerous. And then we can actually turn around and just run this halfback direct. I don't know why I like running it with my trips to the boundary anytime I'm going to do halfback direct. So that way I can actually have more room to actually run. Now, every now and again, I'll do it this way. And just look at how they block. Although, my run stick is terrible. Although my run stick is terrible, it just does such a good job, man. And it helps you also be able to control what side of the field you're on. Like where you are is right there. They just didn't block. So it means I'm running it too much. So that means that now I'm going to try to throw the ball. So the whole point of this whole scheme is to see like, hey, I'm going to force you to play hard flats. If I can get you to play hard flats, I'm just going to pick your defense apart. And if you don't want to play hard flats, then I'm just still going to run those bubbles. And now also what I did notice too, for some reason, anytime you're on the left side of the field and you're trying to smart stem a corner route, it's right there. First, I want to talk about something else that I seen him. I tried to throw it. Y'all, I know y'all was looking at X saying, real, how long were you going to wait to throw X? I promise you I seen it at the last second. I tried to float it to him, but that's all I got hit as I threw it and then gave up the pick, sadly. So he did score. So now it is our turn to go back and answer. But what I was trying to tell you guys was, you see how we got this custom stem corner out on the right side? If we were to flip this offensive formation, for some reason, you wouldn't be able to custom stem it to the left. So like right here, for example, I have to re-corner him and then be able to. So you see right here, I'm trying to do it without actually re-cornering him. But for some reason, I have to literally go and re-corner that route, even though it's already a corner route, which is a technical, as you guys already know, it's a glitch. It's not supposed to, you're supposed to be able to do it. But anyways, remember how I told you I seen them, and I told y'all I seen them. I went ahead and did the same exact setup, and that play is on the ebook as well. So if you're interested in that ebook, make sure you do get it. That play will bomb. That was actually cover 6 that my opponent was in case any of y'all was wondering. It's right there. This was the defense that I gave y'all not too long ago, but we are going to be able to get the pick 6. Now, this is actually not the defense I'm running anymore. It's not that it's not good or anything by any means, but I like to just see, I like to find the not meta, but I like to be ahead of the meta. Let me put it that way. Look at that looper. Did y'all see him? Did y'all see that looper? I'm trying to tell y'all, man, that like whenever they're throwing the ball, I love that defense. But the only weakness to that defense is the run. You have to run. You have to run in a certain way if you're going to stop the run, but it is very hard to stop the run in that defense. I will just be transparent. It is hard, but it is a great pass defense, very great pass defense. So if it's 3rd and long or your opponent loves to throw the ball, then that defense is great. So right there is what I was talking about. Surprisingly, I've yet to throw a pick on that play, surprisingly, but it's definitely possible with that mid screen. So that's why whenever I see they play it that close, I'll come with the bubble screen. And that way now you see why I like to do that, because when you mix them up, they both block different ways. So if the mid screen doesn't work, then your bubble screen will almost always work, is what I found. So anyways, just kind of look at those gaps, man. Like I said, that's 6 yards. I know that might not seem like much, but you could, it messes with your opponent because they don't know where to use her. So if they don't use her on that trip side, now we have all those route concepts open that we like. So I don't know. To me, I think this formation rivals with trips tight end only because of the screens and how effective those screens are. So that's what I was saying. Then also, we can create our corner concepts the same way you can in trips tight end. So it's just, trips tight end is the meta just because, it's and this is no different about why it's the meta. Now, that's why I don't mind running the bowl screen in man, because it'll let you know clearly if your opponent's playing man. So that play, he was playing man, so that's why you see this route concept. I'm looking between X and circle right now because I got a post in a corner, and I did see the corner, but I just didn't have enough time. I also had my post open, so I had a lot open, just didn't have time to hit it. But right here, we are just trying to, I was just trying to take 3. I thought I had lined this up right here, held it, got the perfect, but I held it, I guess, too far right, just a tad bit too far right. So we just, smoked it. So, sorry, y'all. I'm still getting, better at kicking field goals, but I'm still smoking them too. So, sorry. All right, man. Right here, this is another one of my setups that I love. Basically, what we're gonna have is between circle and X, and right there we are gonna choose circle, but he just can't hold on to the ball, so it is now second down because my guy doesn't want to hold on to it. But some of these setups, like I said, are on the ebook. Some of these aren't, because like I told you guys, how I like to do things. I love to play games and then go back and I'll watch my gameplay. Then I'll maybe come up with some more better setups that I could have done better, and then I'll actually, kind of lab them up and see how I like them. So right there, I had square, but I also had R1. Okay, y'all, this game, all right, I'm just going to tell y'all. So y'all see those 2 refs back there? I didn't know they were refs while I was, when I snapped the ball, I wasn't paying attention, but because they look like safeties. Like, I've never seen 2 refs literally standing, on the field like that. So it was really, really messing with my mind as if that was a deep safety back there as I'm making my read progression. So just kind of look, okay, they got dark clothes on, right? As far as Baylor. So just it was so hard. I missed. I went back and I actually just cringed at myself for how much I missed, simply because I thought those were safeties back there when I made my read progression. So y'all are gonna see a lot of missed 1-play touchdowns. That's the power of this offense, though, honestly, because when they start trying to over adjust and try to bank on the fact of a deep route not being there, that's why this formation is pretty good. So anyways, just look. It's I know it's clear to see now that it's one high safety, but why do they have 2 refs right there? Is that a normal thing? I just feel like that's not that normal to have 2 refs like that, how they have them, or I don't know. It just looks so hard to tell between them. And look at the ref even getting back there like he has safety. But anyway, we got the corner out, and we are gonna get a little bit shifty. A little bit, but now right here with the lighting, it's perfect. It's easy to tell that those are refs right there, right? That's why, I pray that's something they may fix on the game. I'm fine with it if that's how it has to be, but at least make the refs noticeable, and not dark shadow figures. It's right there. Like I said, I could tell it's clearly the ref. It's the way it should be. Which is weird that they put them right there, right in front of the safety, though. I don't know why they do that, but anyways, we got 2nd and 8, and now goal line offense. Honestly, I personally just like to either run the setups that you see me run, or I'll just literally run halfback direct, and I'll run quarterback choice, and I'll run the bubble, or I'll run a mid screen. So I like to do those type of things. But if it's man, you also can have that corner route. Like I said, that corner route, it's what I like to go to whenever I'm looking for a red zone dot, honestly. And right here, we are going to run our custom stem setup, and let me see. I can't remember what I was cooking up right now. I'm cooking up a lot. Let me see. What we doing? Oh yeah. Okay, I love this setup. This is another one of my favorite setups. This one is on the ebook, and I should have floated that. So I had to learn. This is actually what taught me that in those scenarios you have to float it. You can't bullet it. So I tried to touch pass it basically, and I thought I was gonna be able to get it over his head with kind of like a touch pass bullet, but threw a pick. So now I know just to float those as soon as he comes out the break and just let him run under it. So definitely was a learning scenario right there. So that unfortunately that simple mistake does put us down. So now it's up to us to make sure we answer back. So right here, love this setup right here. Had him underneath. Now I probably had X right there in the middle, but like I said, man, just look at how dark they make the refs. Now I know it because I get to see it. So now I know I know to pay attention to it now. And this is the game that honestly taught me hey, real, pay attention to the refs. Now this is the setup I just gave y'all today. It's right there. I just ran out of time, but I still could have hit that in route or the other in route. But the drag. Excuse me. I could hit the drag or the in route, but just didn't have enough time. Sometimes that does happen, but right here I love this setup. So with this setup, I'm going to be able to have any quick route that I want, basically, and I break that down way more in the ebook. But also, if it's man coverage, that corner route right there is extremely good. It's right there. We're going to get a little shifty, wait for our blocker to come, and then we are going to be able to get the touchdown. So I had to do that, y'all, just so that way I can get my blocker in, man. So right here, this is the defense I was playing around with, and we are going to get the lurk right there. And I'll talk about more about this defense in another video. You guys are going to see this gameplay again. You're going to see, here goes the defense again. Now, we are going to get the interception, and I believe this is what's going to seal the game for us. More than positive, this is what seals it. So, I think after this drive is going to be the last drive. But yeah, that defense that you see, I'm going to talk about that in an upcoming video. Just about, you know, it's another defense that I really love. And don't mind the audibles. I didn't set up my audibles correctly this game. Oh, that's crazy right there. Y'all see 97 when he shot in there? Really, as you guys can tell, I'm really just trying to get out of this game. I'm not trying to do too much, but I mean, if he's only going to put 2 people over there, then you have to throw the bubble, because if they play man and there's only 2 people, there's literally nobody for that guy. But that's going to wrap it up for this video, though. I do pray you have a blessed day. I'm Ray Jarrell, and I'll let y'all see me nail it real quick, as y'all can tell. But I'm Ray Jarrell, and I'm out.